Hello. So, this is a very special review. I don't do these very often. I do a lot of coughing often, but I don't do reviews like this very often. So, last night, Will, I went to a wrestling show. Yes. Who'd have thought? So I actually went to a live show that wasn't a WWE branded one. I went to Wrestling Society at the Vale Sports Arena. Before I get into the show and my feelings on it, I'd just like to say thank you to Daniel Sinclair for getting me a ticket and pretty much helping me out all night. Daniel Sinclair is also known as Scars on YouTube, so if you want to check out his channel, go ahead. He's great. Got a lot of time for the guy. So, last night there was a show called Wrestling Society at the Cardiff Vale Sports Arena. I say Cardiff is more close to Cogan Railway Station, but if you've been there, you know what I'm talking about. So, it was a good show, really good show. I really enjoyed it. But I'm going to go into the matches as much as I can remember of them, because it was last night and I slept since then. So, first match was Kean Kelly versus Joel Redman. If you've heard of, I've heard of Joel Redman. I haven't heard of Kean Kelly before, but they were really good. Kean Kelly was heel. For one of the better phrases, I say I don't really like using wrestling insider terms because I'm not a wrestler. I'm not in the business. I'm just a massive fan of it. So actually, I'm not going to call him that. He was the bad guy, and Joel was the good guy. And it was a good match. Some good moments. There was one bit which I wasn't sure about because it looked like he slipped off the top rope. But other than that, it was a good match, and Joel Redman picked up the 1, 2, 3 to get the victory, and I was mightily impressed. I get a different view of wrestling when I see it live than I do on the telly, because I can't judge it properly on the it's just my opinion what I see, and this is my opinion again, but I think I've got a better idea of what it's like. So the next match was Man Like Doris versus Harry Singh. Harry Singh is part of the monarchy, and quite irritating, really, I found. That's his character, though. And Mandela is just like so cool. He came out rapping. He had these great blue light rimmed glasses on, just great. And he had this fleece. And at one point, some of the crowd went, "Man like Doris, he's got a fleece." Brilliant. That's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Sadly, though, for us Man Like Doris fans, he didn't get the victory. Harry Singh did after he did a low blow. Yeah. That's the monarchy for you. All about the low blow. Disgraceful behaviour. But he got the win, and it's a 1, 2, 3. The next match was a really, really tough, excellent match between James Mason and Lee Hunter, who both of them were excellent. I was really impressed. Yeah, I've got nothing to say bad about any of these matches, to be perfectly honest with you. They were all good. But this stood out for me. This is one of the two matches that stood out. I really enjoyed this match. And Lee Hunter got the win, and at the end at the start they did the Code of Honor, and at the end they did the Code of Honor, which was really refreshing to see. I like that. I like seeing the Code of Honor. And if you don't know what the Code of Honor is, then you should watch Ring of Honor way back when, before AEW ruined it. And because they did a Code of Honor before every match, so he shook hands, and it's great. Well, some did. But yeah. Next match was Chris Bronson and Sami Zayn versus Gilligan Gordon and RJ Singh. RJ Singh cut a promo where he basically said that Cardiff was terrible and he didn't like it. And yeah, really, I wish I'd at that point got up and had a few choice words for RJ Singh, but I didn't because I've got no courage. So there we are. But yes, if I did have it, I would have said something, but I don't want to be involved in the story. I don't want to be involved in the show myself. I just want to watch the damn thing. So yeah. But Bronson and Sahin won the match, and at one point, Sami Zayn, by the way, is so good. Like, for a big man, he's brilliant. Dived through the ropes onto Gilligan Gordon. Yes, he did like a suicide dive. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I didn't see it coming, and I'm glad I did see it because it was so good. So yeah, what a good entertaining match. The next match was a number one contender triple threat match for the 4FW Junior Heavyweight Championship. And that match was Joey Scott versus Sunny Fu versus Rob Drake. Rob Drake was big, lovely hair. I've got to say that about Rob Drake's hair. Beautiful, lovely, lovely hair. But it didn't do him any favours in this match because he didn't get the win. Joey Scott did. So now Joey Scott is your number one contender for the 4FW Junior Heavyweight Championship. So hopefully down the line, he'll get his title shot and hopefully he'll get a win. Next match was my favourite match of the evening, mainly because the two participants, I'm big fans of both of them. So it was Nadia Safaya, and she was accompanied by Alana Blue, and she took on Lana Austin, who was accompanied by Violet Vendetta. To be honest with you, I've seen some of their stuff online and it didn't do them justice. To be honest, seeing it live was, opened my eyes. They are really, really good. I know Lana Austin is probably one of the best in Britain, and it re-emphasised that to me. That's just how good she is. And Nadia is like, she's friends with some of my friends. So I'm not saying this out of a friend thing. I really think she's really good. And I'm impressed. I was really impressed. It was a really good match. Nadia won at the end. Yeah, I know, she won. And then Lana attacked her from behind and started punching her in the head, which was, well, that's pretty much what Lana does. But she's great. If you ever get to see any show that Lana Austin is on, then you need to watch her. She is, I'm convinced she's that good. And she's good enough to, if she wanted to, and I don't know if she does, and I don't know if she doesn't. If she wanted to, she could climb as high as she wants. I think she's that good. And then the main event was for the WS Heavyweight Championship. And originally, it was supposed to be Doug Williams challenging. Unfortunately, due to things, he wasn't there. Don't know what they are. Just unfortunately couldn't make it. So they did announce earlier in the week his replacement. And that was the Welsh legend Eddie Ryan. And he was taking on the WS Heavyweight Champion, The Saint. More like a sinner, if you ask me. Another really good match. I actually did think at one point that Eddie Ryan was going to claim the championship. I really did. But sadly he didn't. And sadly that evil Saint cheated to get the victory and to retain the WS Heavyweight Championship. So overall, a really good show. Very happy I went to it. There's nothing like, if you're a wrestling fan, there's nothing like a live wrestling show. I was very impressed actually with a lot of it, and I'll do it again. Definitely, I'll do it again. And it's just like nice to get out of the house, nice to watch something that I love. And again, thank you to Dan, and thanks to my friend for picking me up after the show, because I got stuck in Penarth train station and I was freezing. But that all came into everything. I'm very happy. I thoroughly enjoyed my evening, and I just wanted to tell you all because I was really happy with that. I was going to do this last night, but I got in quite late and I was a bit tired. So I decided to wait until this evening, and here it is. So I hope you enjoyed what I've and feel free to tag or anyone really, any of the wrestlers, any, more people that watch this. Great, they can give me pointers on how I'm doing. But yeah, so I really don't want to do this because I'm not that kind of person, but I'm going to do it like everybody else does. Okay, bear with me because this goes against my my feelings on YouTube and stuff, but I'm going to do it. If you like what you watch, hit the subscribe button. Oh, that felt wrong, man. Look, if you like what you watch, just spread the word. You don't have to hit the subscribe button, you know. Yes, I'd like to have more subscribers, but it's not the be-all and end-all, is it? And I'll tell you what the be-all and end-all is of me winning gold. Yeah, it's not going to happen. The only gold I'm going to win is in a biscuit, and they're lovely. So thank you very much. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And who knows, maybe one day in the near future, you'll see WPW turn up at a wrestling event. And I'll be watching you very closely. But other than that, I'll see you all at ringside. Good night.